Hey guys, Dan the Movie Man here, and today I'm going to be something I haven't done before. I'm actually going to analyze something from a movie, and instead of opposed to just reviewing the whole movie, I'm going to analyze just the ending of this film, and that film is The Thing. Now, The Thing, as you know if you saw my top 10 horror movies, is my favorite horror movie, and it is one of the most ambiguous endings in the history of not just horror movies, but movies in general. And there's a lot of theories, a lot of speculation about this movie, about the ending, about Childs is the Thing. Neither of them are the Thing. They're both the Thing. MacReady's the Thing. And so I'm going to go through a bunch of the stuff in this final scene and give you some thoughts and just some analysis of things that I pick up and things the audience should really pick up. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so before I start analyzing The Thing, I do want to say, first of all, I'm using the footage in fair use. I'm using it for critique and analysis. This is absolutely fair use. So please, don't flag my video, whatever studio made The Thing. And second of all, I know there are canon video game and comic books, but I'm going to ignore those because, first of all, they're kind of so out there, some of the ideas, and so I'm just ignoring all extended media of The Thing. I'm only looking at the ending of The Thing film. I'm not looking into what happens 10 minutes later in the comics or 10 minutes later in the video game. I know that stuff is out there. I know it's pretty cool, but it's not going to pertain to my analysis. So with all that being said, this is fair use. I'm not using any of the comics or video games to judge this by. I'm just looking at the film. Enjoy my analyzation of The Thing.
You the only one who made it?
Not the only one.
Alright, so the first thing I notice is something Child says. He says, "Are you the only one that made it?" And MacReady recognizes this and says, "Not the only one." It's almost as if Childs is the Thing and he maybe slipped up, and instead of saying are we the only two that made it, he said, "Are you the only one that made it?" Kind of interesting. It's not a big thing. It's kind of very subtle. You gotta notice it, but that could be a major slip up by the Thing, accidentally revealing himself to MacReady. Anyway, let's keep watching and see if we find anything else.
Did you kill it?
Where were you, Charles?
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him. Got lost in the storm.
Alright, first of all, let's just call out the obvious. That's the most bullshit excuse that Childs could have given him, is that he saw Blair and ran off after him. If you saw Blair, why would you run off? Why not stick with MacReady, you know? Why not go tell MacReady what you saw? There's no logical explanation there. Childs has given a very bullshit excuse to his reasoning for disappearing, and MacReady, as you can tell, is kind of hesitant. So let's see what else happens here.
Fire's got the temperature up all over the camp. Won't last long, though.
Neither will we.
How will we make it?
Maybe we should.
Alright, so did you notice the breathing? The breathing patterns are very different. You look at MacReady, and there is so much frost coming out of his mouth as he's talking. He is breathing. It's so cold, you can see this frost. But you look at Childs, and there's no frost. It's almost like he's not even breathing. Now, if Childs were the Thing, maybe he wouldn't breathe the same oxygen. Maybe his body doesn't produce frost. There's a lot of things we can assume. So, is that an indication that maybe Childs is the Thing? I don't know. Let's go ahead and finish out the scene.
If you're worried about me,
If we've got any surprises for each other. I don't think we're in much shape to do anything about it.
Another thing, Childs went right to defending himself. I mean, even before McCready questioned him, really, or interrogated him, he says, if you're worried about me, and McCready cuts him off, but still, why would Childs rush to defend himself? I mean, throughout the film, we've seen Childs doesn't really care. Childs thinks this whole thing is ridiculous, and, he hasn't rushed to defend himself this entire time. Why would he be doing this now? It's kind of out of character, and, McCready is kind of being suspicious about it, so that might be another indication of Childs being the thing. Let's keep watching.
Well, what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
Okay, so McCready gives him the bottle and Childs takes a drink. I mean, whatever, that doesn't really prove anything, right? Well, earlier in the film, McCready was making Molotov cocktails with gas. Maybe he gave him a bottle of gas instead of alcohol. And, I mean, if that's true, maybe the thing can't taste the difference between alcohol and gas. Also, when Childs takes the drink, the score kicks back in. And the score in this movie is a great indication of when the thing has been near, or when the thing is coming. Maybe Childs is the thing. Maybe that's gasoline. Maybe that's why the score picks up. Alright, now that I've overanalyzed this whole scene, let me tell you what I personally believe about the ending of the thing. Childs is the thing. Now, it's not because of the gas, or the breathing, or all the other theories other people have come up online. It's because of one single line. It's when Childs first encounters McCready. He says, "Are you the only one that made it?" And I think this is a slip-up by the thing. The thing says, "Are you the only one that made it?" And McCready catches on and quickly corrects him, "Not the only one." This was a slip-up by the thing. If it was Childs, he would have asked, "Are we the only ones that made it?" I find that really, really interesting, and McCready seems very suspicious of that from the get-go. I ultimately do believe that Childs is the thing. But, I mean, Childs, or the thing, I guess, wouldn't know if McCready has a flamethrower with him. He doesn't know, maybe it's tucked under his jacket. Maybe, he could scorch me. McCready is the only person left. So, the thing could, I guess, just attack him, but if he has that flamethrower, then he's effectively eliminated the thing. There's nothing else the thing can assimilate. So the thing is trying to play the safe game, maybe just wait for McCready to die, or maybe catch him off guard or something. But I do think that the score, as much as I don't think that that's gas, because we do see earlier, before Childs walks up, McCready is about to take a drink of whatever it is, so I do think it is liquor. I think it's whatever he was drinking towards the beginning of the film, if whiskey or bourbon, whatever it was he was drinking. So I don't think it was gas, but as he takes the drink, the score kicks back in, which, like I've said, is a great indication in this movie of when the thing is near, or when the thing is about to show up. So I do ultimately believe that Childs is the thing, but here's the thing with that. What happens after the film cuts? There's a lot of things that could happen. Childs tries to attack McCready, and McCready has a flamethrower, puts him down. Or he does attack McCready successfully. Maybe he doesn't make a move at all. Maybe McCready freezes to death, and there's a lot of different outcomes. But ultimately, I think what happens is that Childs is the thing, and I think that knowing that, And I think MacReady knows. That's first of all. MacReady knows Childs is the thing at this point. And MacReady, though, is absolutely too weak to act on it, and that's why he says maybe we should just sit here a while, knowing that the thing has beaten him, essentially. The thing's beaten him. There's nothing he can do, and so he's just going to freeze to death. He's going to sit there and he's going to freeze to death, and because that's all he can do. And I ultimately think that, does the thing get away? Does he freeze for another 100,000 years? I don't know, but I do think Childs is the thing. MacReady knows. And MacReady, this whole game's a chess match, and he's finally accepted that maybe he's not too good at chess. But I, as much as this ending has haunted people and haunted me, I don't think this ends too well for MacReady. I really don't. As much as I love MacReady, he's one of my favorite film characters of all time. I do, Childs is the thing. MacReady knows he's the thing, but there's nothing MacReady can do about it. He has torched this entire facility. He has blown shit up. He's made Molotov cocktails. He's been doing this shit for forever. He's tired. He's hurt. His body is so weak. And when Childs comes out, he realizes he cannot stop this thing. This thing cannot be stopped. So, and the thing could easily kill him, but it's a smarter play to just, because the thing doesn't know about that, of whether he has a flamethrower or not. It's the smarter play to just kind of feel him out. And, MacReady telling him to just sit there a while and having a drink, it's kind of like tipping your hat to your opponent, shaking their hand, like, you've bested me, you got me. And I think ultimately, MacReady's come for a circle. At the beginning of the movie, he pours the drink in the chess game out of frustration, calls it a cheating bitch. And now, at the end of the movie, he's accepted that he lost, and he was bested, and he's accepting his fate. And I think that's a good ending. It's a dark ending, but, that's just my interpretation. There's many interpretations of the ending. Some people think, no, Childs isn't the thing, MacReady's the thing, which I don't think MacReady's the fucking thing. That's insane to me. A lot of them think that they're both human, which I guess is possible, but that makes the ambiguity kind of weird. And some people think they're both things, which, once again, kind of makes the ambiguity thing weird. And some people also believe Childs is the thing, but for different reasons, like the gasoline or the breathing, which I just don't think those are concrete enough evidence. The breathing, Childs was closer to fire. I mean, that dissipated some of the frost. And like I said with the drink, I don't think we have any cold hard evidence that is indeed gasoline, because as we saw, MacReady was about to take a drink of it. So I don't know, but I do think Childs is the thing. I think MacReady knows, and I think the ending is just MacReady accepting that he's not so good at chess, and he tip of the hat to the opponent. So what do you guys think about the ending of the thing? Is it Childs? Is it MacReady? Are they both the thing? Is neither of them the thing? Am I crazy? Am I right and just have the wrong reasoning? Tell me, what do you guys think about the thing? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.